Life is filled with challenges. Some are small hurdles, and some seem like towering walls we could never climb. But every once in a while, a person comes along who reminds us that the word impossible only exists in our minds. This is the story of Robbin, a boy who turned the impossible into I'm possible. Robbin was born in a small village in India, surrounded by lush green fields and towering mountains. His family was poor. His father worked as a laborer, and his mother sold vegetables at the local market. Despite their financial struggles, Robbin's parents believed in giving him the best education they could afford. From a very young age, Robbin was fascinated by machines. He would spend hours watching tractors in the fields, old radios in shops, and bicycles being repaired. More than anything, he dreamed of building a flying machine, an idea that made everyone laugh. "You're crazy, Robbin," his friends would tease. "People like us don't make airplanes." Even his school teacher would pat his head and say kindly, "Dreams are good, son, but some dreams are meant for others, not for us." But Robbin was different. He believed in Audrey Hepburn's famous quote, "The word itself says, I'm possible." He scribbled this on a piece of paper and pinned it to his bedroom wall. As Robbin grew older, life grew tougher. His father fell ill and couldn't work anymore. Robbin had to start working after school to support his family. He would deliver newspapers in the morning, study during the day, and work in a tea stall in the evening. On one evening, while cleaning tables at the stall, Robbin overheard two engineers talking about a flying competition happening in the city, a contest for young inventors to create unique flying models. The winner would receive a scholarship to a prestigious engineering college. Robbin's heart pounded. This was his chance. But then doubt crept in. He had no money, no proper tools, and no formal training. Just a head full of ideas and a heart full of dreams. "Impossible," a voice inside him whispered. But then he remembered the quote on his wall, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible." He clenched his fists. "I will try," he promised himself. Robbin started collecting scraps from garbage dumps, old fan blades, broken toys, discarded wires. He borrowed books from the local library and learned about aerodynamics, weight balance, and design. Every night, under a flickering bulb, he worked on his model. His friends mocked him. "You'll just waste your time, Robbin." But Robbin smiled. "If nobody believes in you, believe in yourself." He worked for months. There were failures. His first model crashed, the second wouldn't lift off, and the third caught fire. Yet, every failure taught him something new. Finally, 2 weeks before the competition, he built a lightweight, functional flying model. It wasn't perfect, but it flew. On the day of the competition, Robbin arrived at the city hall carrying his model carefully in a box. The other contestants had fancy machines made with expensive materials, shiny designs, and professional backing. People looked at Robbin's humble setup and laughed. "Where's your sponsor, boy?" One contestant smirked. "I have none," Robbin replied, standing tall. "I built this with my own hands." The judges arrived, and one by one, the models were tested. Some flew high, others broke apart midair. Finally, it was Robbin's turn. He took a deep breath, adjusted the wings, and launched his model. It soared gracefully, flying higher and steadier than many of the professional entries. The audience, initially silent, began to cheer. The judges were amazed. When the results were announced, Robbin was declared the winner. The scholarship was his. The victory wasn't just about winning a competition. It was about proving to himself and to the world that dreams don't belong to the rich, the privileged, or the lucky. They belong to those who dare. Robbin went on to study aeronautical engineering. Years later, he designed drones for agricultural use, helping poor farmers increase their crop yields. His innovations brought prosperity to many villages, including his own. Lessons from Robbin's story. Robbin's journey teaches us some valuable lessons. Believe in yourself when no one else does. Everyone doubted Robbin. But he kept faith in his abilities. Even when no one stands by you, your belief can be your greatest ally. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Robbin's poverty didn't stop him. He turned trash into tools and failures into lessons. Persistence is powerful. Failure is not the end, but a step towards success. Robbin failed many times, but didn't give up. Nothing is impossible. What seems impossible today is often impossible tomorrow if you dare to try. In life, we will all face moments when our dreams seem too big, our resources too small, and our obstacles too many. But remember, the word impossible itself says, I'm possible. Robbin's story is proof that limitations exist only in our minds. With determination, hard work, and belief, you can turn any impossible into possible. So, the next time you feel like giving up, remember Robbin. Remember his flying machine made from scraps, and remind yourself that you too can fly, maybe not with wings, but with courage. Because truly, nothing is impossible.